Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray and we are here to check out episode 6 of season 2 of the Wheel of Time. So last episode, Damane instead of Domain, we had kind of more of a fully introduced look at the Shan-Shan and their ways and everything like that. We got a lot of emphasis on the Dark Friends, reason for being a Dark Friend, or raising that question, which of course is sitting in the back of our minds. It's been kind of a thing that's been percolating since season 1 with Dana, whom everybody knows, of course. If you've been watching the series of reactions that I've been doing, you know that I love her. But her motivation for being a Dark Friend was front and center for that episode where she attacks Rand in the inn. And her reason actually being the same as Ishamael's, which we of course have touched on this season as well. Him believing in the dark, believing that the way to end suffering is to completely break the wheel and end existence as we know it. Which is interestingly the same thing that Dana wanted. And Dana, of course, in season 1, her goal was to bring the dragon to the Dark One, like Ishamael. So there's a lot of interesting parallels with this random one-off character from season 1, who in fact was a representation of all the little towns and all the Dark Friends that you met along the way when you were traveling with Rand to Tarvalon. Well, technically to Camelin, but whatever. We moved the Camelin stuff to later, so. Actually, I'm wondering if this episode we're gonna get some Camelin. It'll be very interesting if we step into Camelin, because we've been in Cairhien and Tarvalon and Falm so far. Those are kind of the center point locations for this season. I mean, Atuan's Mill as well. I do not remember where Atuan's Mill is, what nation or country it's in, but I think the focal locations have been Cairhien, Falm, and Tarvalon. Those areas. I guess Tarvalon is Andor technically, so whatever. So it's interesting to see if we'll get Camelin this season or not. Maybe. And Queen Morghese. Yeah, because we did have a little bit of a mention of her a couple of times in the last few episodes of Queen Morghese. So, and I know sometimes I've been watching reactions and stuff, and some people are a little bit confused. I think some people think that Cairhien is the same as Camelin. And they think that, say, the daughter heir is the daughter heir of Cairhien. It's mostly just because it's really hard to exposition dump, where everything is in relation to each other. So they'll soon reveal that, or get further into the Camelin arc, and so people will come to an understanding that Camelin and Cairhien are not the same place. But anyway, so this episode, we're going to be getting into Egwene's first day as a Dominé, which is going to be real bad. We met Aviendha last episode, and she's hooked up with Perrin, and they are on their way to Falm. So everything is going to kind of converge in, is it converge? Or is it, whatever. It's all going to come together in Falm. Terrible English major, I'm sorry y'all. So it's all going to come together in Falm. Nynaeve and Elaine are already there. Interestingly, Matt and Min, who I'm sure we're going to get this episode, are actually on their way to Cairhien, but I'm guessing they're going to get to Cairhien, meet up with Rand and Moiraine, and then all four of them are going to end up going to Fawn. Now, I think that they're probably going to travel the ways. It's a long way from Cairhien to Fawn. Let's just say that. So it's not going to happen in the next, 2 days of travel kind of thing. It's going to be a long time. So I'm guessing that they are going to end up traveling the ways to get to Fawn. Yeah, but Ishamael is maneuvering people left and right. He's got Lady Sarath kind of where he wants her. He doesn't have Nynaeve. I think he was expecting to get Nynaeve captured, but he has Egwene, so he's halfway there. He's maneuvered men into taking Matt to Cairhien, closer to Rand. Yeah, it's just messy all around, and who knows what Lanfear is out here doing. She's out here in Rand's dreams about to try and, I don't know, mommy dommy this dude into being her boyfriend again. I don't know what her goal is. I mean, I do know what her goal is, and it's slight spoiler. I'm pretty sure they're going to reveal, maybe not this episode, but they're going to reveal that Lanfear's goals are not exactly just to get back Rand. That wasn't 100% her motivation. I know Moiraine said that in the last episode, but that's actually only part of her motivation for turning to the dark. So I'm interested to see if or when they will reveal Lanfear's full, desires. Yeah, she's a great character, so I'm very excited to get into this episode, even though the Egwene stuff is going to kill me. Oh, we met Rima, so that's going to go well, let's say. Yeah, Rima, I have thoughts on Rima casting that I won't get into here. I've kind of preambled quite a bit, so I think it's time to just jump in, and then I'll talk about it afterwards if I remember it and feel like it. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so enough talking. Let's get into the episode.
I am Renna. What's your name? I believe in cultivating a friendship between Soldan and
with your
Dónal.
enslaved woman. Get out of here, girl.
What's your name?
This that Shan-Chan, headassery.
Egwene.
Y'all, this is gonna be real terrible for a while,
That's
y'all.
almost nice. I see no reason not to let you keep it.
I'm guessing that's another lesson, that if she tries to grab that and put it on, it's going to, mess her up. Girl, you gotta know. Yeah. You gotta know you wouldn't be able to touch that. She wouldn't have left it in the room. It's, very pointedly there to mock you, demoralize you, Yo, the Shan-Chan are a piece of work, y'all. Listen, they're not great people. They're good antagonists without necessarily being for the Dark One. All right, now we talking.
What makes you think you can't trust me?
This? Also, you're in the dream world, so being tied up or not tied up doesn't matter.
These past few months, keeping a Ishamael out of your dreams.
While you were in them. Girl?
I don't believe you.
Perrin, Matt, Nynaeve, Egwene.
She's like, that bitch Egwene.
But do you think that protects them? Just makes them easier for a Ishamael to get to. And now he'll turn them to the dark so he can control you.
If she sees us together again, she'll kill you.
She wants
So,
her. She wants
You moved
him.
to Kyrian, didn't you, so that I'd come here?
Yes, of course. Away from the White Tower, where
Obviously.
you'd never be able to see him, where he'd never be able to teach you.
Yeah, very clearly. We know what she's about.
She's a forsaken Rand. You cannot listen to her.
I mean, he kind of has to. It's weird. Like, I don't want to say it's weird, but like, he has absolutely no leverage right now. Sorry, this is a bit loud.
Now I can see why you wanted to come here.
Exactly well what I did, Princess. Which is why I'm gonna make bloody well sure that Aes Sedai no water aren't trying to.
Yeah, because you can't really trust them now. Because, like, anybody could be a dark friend. You don't know that,
It's
you know.
all right, Basan. They've gone for now.
She's a dark friend.
Today?
She broke the 3 oaths.
Every single one.
It is. It is so, Rima.
If what you say is true,
You can't
then
trust
all of our sisters are in grave
anyone.
danger.
Any one of them could be Black Aja. Literally any one of them. Hell, Rima could be, you know.
First one's free. Try it again and I'll flay you alive and feed you to your boy. This is not life.
Yeah, like, so now I'm wondering, how old is he? Because if she's been using her deal with the dark to keep him alive, has he been alive for 100 years, 200?
To the girl you used to be.
I mean, I kind of agree with Lanfear. It's time to let this man go.
Before she bled.
Oh, oof.
I know.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's why I'm here.
So she was a child bride. Oh,
A
God.
gift only one woman can give to another.
I mean, I feel bad for agreeing with Lanfear, but I think it's what she needed. Like, to let go.
Higher than 2 rocks, is it not?
Yeah, you're all shutting up now, because none of y'all bitches can do this. Yeah, and they were super fascinated by it and super.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, and she got real like, oh God, that's something really pure and sweet happening in my court. Can't have it. Can't have that. What a bitch. Even if she wasn't a dark friend, she'd probably be exactly the same.
Turok has a room of curiosities. The horn's there.
I think she thought that she could only stop her from hurting her with the brace on. But no, it's not that. I know why it's not that, but she doesn't know why that it's not that yet.
The demonic cannot touch any object she believes to be a weapon.
I mean, she'd be like, I don't care about hurting myself.
It's hard, I'm sure, to have grown up thinking that you were a person only to realize that you were a demone instead. But you cannot fight what you are. I can feel your power in the Adam even now.
Yeah, I bet you can.
They say the strongest demone are the hardest to break. I'll be back tomorrow. Sleep well.
It's just old mind games with the Shan-Chan, y'all. Like, bro, she's not having a good time, y'all. How long is this going to be? Because this is like day 3 right now.
Changes.
depending on what we are faced with.
They're very strategically, like, maneuvering around him. Like, come on. Lan, you know what's up. Not them in there fucking. Or fake fucking. I don't think they're actually having sex in there. Because they think he's a dark friend. So, I'm guessing they are putting on a show.
Your friends are sleeping. I don't want to fight you.
So he thinks they're dark friends, and they think he's dark. He's a dark friend. Okay.
Where are you going?
Is she, dear? If he doesn't want you to be here, then you shouldn't be.
Now, was that real, or was that her fake Ishamael? Like, come on.
You have to be careful in the dream world, Rand. You can die
actually
here.
Don't think that was Ishamael. I think that was Lanfear pretending it was Ishamael so she could rescue him. Ooh, but she looks so good with the short hair.
Talk to them even.
Is he gonna ask for Luz?
Anyone.
Oh no. You wanna see where she is? Oh god. She's like enslaved by the Shan-Chan.
Egwene?
I mean, at least we know she's telling her the truth. Oh, Lord.
Egwene.
And she's... Oh, well, I don't want to spoil it. Slight spoiler for the books. She's a dreamer. So now I'm wondering, is she actually in Teleran Riyadh? Yeah, no, I think she actually saw
what
that.
happened to her? Where is she? She's supposed to be at the White Tower.
I know where she is.
Foam.
Please.
So that's how he's gonna get to Foam.
Please,
Okay.
Lanfear. Celine. Please.
Whatever.
If you ever cared about me, just... Please.
Ooh, I don't know. It's so messy because this is the exact same thing that you did with Ilyena when in your past life, and she's thinking it right now.
I told you he'd get them.
She's thinking it right now. She's thinking about Lucerin leaving her for Ilyena. Yeah, no, she saw that. She's a dreamer. She saw that. But she thinks it's just a dream rather than understanding that she was in Teleran Riyadh, you know? Like, tough.
Neither Nynaeve or I are leaving this city until Egwene is with us.
Fair. Also, we cannot trust this woman. I know who she is, obviously. But, like, from their point of view, they cannot trust this woman. She could literally be a dark friend. And there's no way of knowing until it's too late, you know?
If you want to rescue your friend, we have to work out how to open this.
Oh. Yep. So obviously this happens slightly differently in the books, but they're getting to roughly the same place, you know. Something has happened to me. I really like that the written language, even though the spoken language is English in the Westlands, the written language is not English. It's not the English alphabet. Like, I really like that.
All right.
Messy.
I want you out of this house and out of
Fair.
this city tomorrow.
I mean, I think she was probably planning on leaving.
I am the Damodred heir.
Like, she's such a... Like, I know that what she said she believes because otherwise she wouldn't be able to say it. But at the same time, with what power are you going to take this house from this woman? Even if you had the one power, how would you take this place from her? Not dearest Swan. Oh. Letters to her, huh? We're finally seeing her again. Alright, where is she, though? Yeah, that was too much. Interesting. Can he still see that?
To learn how to use it to be able to fight.
With that much power, you can do anything. Fight anyone.
Well, I guess he would, because he literally just... And he's also able to see Ta'Veren and stuff like that. Just as his talent.
So this time we are going for...
He heard Matt. He's like, I know that voice. Also, somebody's haggling. Somebody's gambling. Now, is Min gonna show up, or is it just gonna be Matt and Rand?
What in Light's name are you doing, Kyrie?
What in Light's name are you doing in Kyrie? And where is your hair? Mate, you look bloody awful.
No, he looks great with short hair.
Right here. Where's Perrin? Egwene.
Oh, he knows where Egwene is. Oh, God.
That's complicated.
It's a good thing I've got nothing but time. Alright. Now this first round is on you, given that you bollocks up my rock.
Also, you look like you can afford it. He always manages to, like, fail up.
So we have to be careful and never channel if they are near. Go ahead. But only a trickle. Because my sisters paid for it with their lives.
They were able to at least kill one Soldam and Damane and then take the Adam, whatever. Oh, baby girl. It's not coming off, hon.
You can't remove it. You can't even touch it without unbelievable pain. You know this.
I mean, she'll endure that. We always know that she can endure unbelievable pain. It's like one of the first stories that Nynaeve told about her, was how much she can endure.
Do you want to know who created the Adam?
A monster.
She was a sister of your White Tower.
Why is it I don't have slaves? Come with me.
Now we're bringing back all of her, you know, insecurities about Nynaeve from earlier in the season. But it's not a reason, like, listen, baby, she knows this. She's not an idiot. She knows this. Them saying, ooh, you're so special, but then saying you're not a woman. Come on. You're not a person. Jesus.
See? Feels better when we are complete, doesn't it? Look to the tree, Egwene.
So he very...
brings you comfort.
So she very intentionally put her in this cell with the tree outside as like a...
Search for its roots. And the warmer in your
Is she about to burn the tree? Oh, because it brings her comfort. So you gotta have her destroy the thing that brings her comfort. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no more comforting tree for you.
That's how it's supposed to feel.
Yeah, no. Did she think that that was gonna suddenly make her, you know, obey you or love you or whatever? Like, girl, get out of here. Yeah, and now we see her true colors, that she's mad that she's not subservient. That she hasn't broken her already. You saw that whole look change on her face?
If we don't find Egwene before the ship captain leaves, you should go. Rhyme is right. The Amulet needs to know about Leandrin.
And
An hour.
Ah,
I will be there.
listen, we're getting closer and closer to the Matt that I love so much in the books. Like, I'm very serious about Matt being, like, my second favorite character paired with Nynaeve. It's not even really after Nynaeve, it's paired with Nynaeve. Oh.
You got company? With each others. Me?
Come in.
Not her getting wasted.
Who pissed in your drink and charged you twice?
You know I'd only pay double for the best.
And that is how I'll remember you. Incredibly low standards, but never for booze.
How do you even believe her? Because she just lied the entire time that you knew each other. It's so... it's tough. It's tough.
Oh, Jonas, this letter needs to be delivered to Anaya Sedai of the Blue Aja. She'll get it where it needs to go.
Yeah, of course, my lady.
Are they keeping the story the way it was in the books? Because that's going to be real messy. Let's just say that. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same because they gender bent the queen.
In Perrin.
Oh, goodness. So she called everybody to Kyrian. Oh, because the dragon's here, of course. Ugh. And now Matt's gonna be like, ooh, should I go with him? Should I run away? Oh, Lord. It's definitely been more than an hour.
Alone it is.
Oh. No, he's gonna run out. He's gonna run out and be with him. You gotta. Oh, land!
I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
Oh yeah, and then he has to never see Moiraine again, somehow. Oof, her eyes are so messed up. Yeah. She has to figure out a way to convince herself to not try and beat her up with this pitcher so she can drink.
We need a little more power. But if one of us channels more, they might feel it. Can I trust you, Nynaeve? Sister.
This is a mess. Oh, Rima. I kind of like that it's kind of her choice to do this. She knows it's going to be horrific. They not making it out of this. Well, he's definitely not. She is, though.
Pour the water. That's the size of
That was a crazy weave, y'all. Y'all. This is a crazy sequence. it's gonna be the last moment of the episode, her finally pouring it. Maybe. And then her being able to touch it means that she knows now that she has accepted that she can't use it as a weapon. So it's like demoralizing even more. She's not having a great time, y'all. Yeah, this is the last moment of the episode. And then she pours it out like an asshole.
Good girl.
Just survive, baby girl. Do whatever you need to do. Yes, she did. Oof. Y'all. All right, that was episode 6 of season 2 of The Wheel of Time. It was very emotionally intense, let's say that. God, Egwene's story. So there was a lot of like, you know, it was such a good like encapsulation of the Shan-Chan. Like, I like the way that the story starts off, and I can't remember her name. Renna, a lot of R names this episode. Renna. Okay, so Renna, I think her name is. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, that was episode 6. Yep, episode 6 of season 2 of The Wheel of Time. Oof. So, lots of pain this episode. Egwene. Let's be honest. Egwene is like the center point for this episode. And her everything that's happened to her. I think it was just such a really good kind of encapsulation of the Shan-Chan. And the way that they kind of deceive people into like the way that the scenes with Renna, her name is, I think, Renna and Egwene kind of evolved, where in the beginning Renna is like coming to her all, you know, trying to speak softly and sweetly, talking about, you know, oh, this is your home and, you know, whatever. I don't want to hurt you, but, you know. And then as the scenes progress, as Egwene is more and more defiant, you know, you see the mask being pulled away from Renna. You see her becoming crueler and crueler. Not that she wasn't cruel in the beginning, but like she's more obviously cruel as the episode progresses. And you get, especially that moment where after showing her the oh God, what does she do? It wasn't the tree. It wasn't when she made her burn the tree because it was the thing that gave her hope or whatever, or comfort or whatever the hell. It was like, I can't remember what she said, but she said something, and she like expected Egwene to turn around and like be her, you know, I don't know, be acquiescent or something. I don't know. And when obviously she wasn't able to pour the water, like her whole face turned and she was like super upset that she hadn't broken her yet or whatever. And like feeling, you know, like it's such a mind fuck, you know, coming into contact with somebody who's so like brainwashed and indoctrinated and feels like it's acceptable to treat somebody else like this. And like and it's not even just the Damane, it's also the Dakovale. So we also got the scenes in this episode with Ishtar. Why did I say Ishtar? Ingtar. I don't know why I said Ishtar. Ingtar and Loyal being Dakovale. And slaves, they are also slaves. They're just not slaves with the one power, with, you know, powers. And like Lady Sarath forcing Loyal to sing the tree sing, basically, for entertainment. And like just the way they try and make you think that they're not so bad. And like you have that scene in the previous episode where the guy Perrin comes across the guy from the Atuan's mill, and he's like, oh well, you know, once you swear their oaths they leave you alone. And it's like, no they don't. First of all, that's like the thing that every imperialist nation says, but actually it just starts to like there's the initial violent occupation that happens, and then after that there's the slow destruction of the you know, indigenous peoples and their culture, and the replacement of the colonizer and the imperialist culture. And that is kind of the thing that lasts for generations, is how, you know, the US is. It's how Europe was during their colonizing. It's how Japan was during imperialism. And of course the Shanchan are modeled after, they're kind of like the Roman Empire, the Japanese Empire, and the American Empire all rolled into one. That's what the Shanchan are based on. Those kind of three like imperialistic nations kind of melded together. That's how Robert Jordan created them. It's why they all have Southern Texan accents, or at least in the books they did. I mean, they have American accents here. And some of them have a drawl and stuff like that. So it's very intentional, and like they have like, you know, like lots of mannerisms and things like that that are reminiscent of the Roman Empire and the Japanese Empire. And like, this is what imperialistic nations do. They go in and they make you think that it's all good, that we keep the road, you know, we keep the, we put up roads and we keep the clocks running and all that, whatever. We keep the train coming on time, whatever the saying is. And of course, what they're actually doing is subjugating, you know. And they're just doing it from different fronts, right? Like there's imperialism where they just go in and they kill a bunch of people and they like, you know, sow a bunch of violence and then take over. They kill the king and then install you know, somebody there to rule, you know, that kind of stuff. But then there's also like the imperialism that's like the slow erosion, you know, that happens. And that's kind of what we see condensed and encapsulated in the way that the Soldam, I think it's Renna treated Egwene, where she starts off like, oh, soft-spoken, and, you know, I'm actually the caring kind of Soldam. I know others would hurt you, but I'm not like that, you know? And then you just see her become more and more monstrous as the story goes on. And Egwene, of course, you know, it's so tough because she has to, like, she's not broken. I know that she thinks that she lost something in being able to pour the water, and of course Renna thinks that, yes, now she's, you know, in the beginning phases of being broken, but she's not. And she will get out of this. And it will be quite the reckoning. It's kind of a center point for Egwene's character for pretty much the rest. Like the trauma of this experience is pretty much like the center point for her character for a lot of the series. It's like a lot of her motivation. Also this episode, sorry, I've talked a lot about like the structures of imperialism and violence, but we also, in this episode, we got Nynaeve and Elaine meeting Rima and her warder Basan, and of course they are getting the beginnings of their story, which is, you know, they have to figure out how can we get Egwene out of there, how can we figure out the Adam, whatever. I just call it Adam because I've always called it that, sorry. So if I go back to that, sorry. And how to get that open, how do we release it? That's their task, that's what they're going to be investigating. Which is going to be a tough thing to try and figure out. Like, yeah, but they're up to the task. They got a little bit of help from Rima, but of course they got caught. Now Rima has been captured. Her warder has been killed, and she is also not going to have a great time, and a great experience with this. But I do like the decision, like the fact that it was a choice that she made that, well, sort of. She thought that her warder would be able to kill her, but he hesitated. And because he hesitated, he got killed before he could kill her, so. Although, I mean, I don't know. I'm wondering why she, like, personally, if I really wanted to die before I get enslaved, I probably would have tried to grab his sword and tried to kill myself. But I don't know. I guess there was a symbolism there or something, or I don't know. I think that maybe could have been blocked a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and then we also got the reveal that Moiraine is there as well, that she was captured. So she was part of a contingent of sisters that were sent. She was part of a group of sisters that were sent to investigate by specifically the Amyrlin. And then she got captured, and then 2 other sisters got killed, and it's just a mess there. Looked like a blue sister, which is Moiraine, a green sister, and a gray sister, along with a yellow sister. I think that was the, makeup of the group to investigate. We also, and of course now we have just Elaine and Nynaeve alone. They now have they now understand who the Shan-Chan are, what their goals are, because Rima told them. We also have, the tool that they'll use to try and free Egwene and rescue Egwene, but they're all alone. It's just them 2, and they now understand the gravity of the situation because they've seen firsthand a full-on takedown from the Shan-Chan soldiers. I forgot to talk about that scene. That was crazy. Rima using her understanding of anatomy to literally pretzel that Soldam. Bro, that was so crazy. Oh, hold on. Whew, sorry about that. Had to change my battery. So sorry if there's a weird cut and I suddenly look different. Yeah, so that scene where Rima uses her power to completely fold that Soldam, but she uses, like, it's very clear that she was like using her powers as a healer to, like, string the power throughout her body and then fold her. Oof, rough. That was a lot. But of course that also shows us that the people you should target is not necessarily the Damane, not just because they are enslaved women, so it's kind of messed up to hurt them, but also because probably the way to stop them from channeling is actually to kill the Sodom, not the Damane. And that will probably, you know, stop them in their tracks. Yeah, it's tough. Whew, but it was a great sequence. Loved it. Loved it. Loved the way she used the one power there. Yeah. Also in this episode, let's pull it back from everything in foam. We have Lan, Alana, and you know, Ivan and Maxim all like on the road, and of course they kind of all think the other is a dark friend, very interestingly. Like like I think it wasn't until until Lan saw them take him to this, you know, temple for the Forsaken, and he was like, why are we here? So I think he was like, oh my god, are they dark friends? What's happening? Maybe I need to get the fuck out of here. Which I thought was really funny. But of course, you know, he's not and they're not. So they, you know, we didn't need to see all of that resolve, to be honest. It was enough to get to the end in Cairhien, to know that they've, you know, he was able to convince her that he wasn't a dark friend. But he did let them know that he found the Dragon Reborn. And he also went to go find Swan. We finally got Swan back, so she's here. And I'm sure we're gonna get her in the next episode, maybe in the last 3 actually. But so she is in Cairhien now after traveling from Camelin. And she's in Cairhien based on the information that she heard from Lan. I don't think she was necessarily heading there originally, but yeah, she's there now. And she's decided to call 14 sisters to her from the tower to get there as well. What she's planning, I don't know, to be honest. I really do not know. I think it's very interesting that she has 14 sisters, because I'm pretty sure that's the amount that you need in order to have a full circle, right? Am I mistaken? I know there's a specific number that you have to get to have a full circle, and I can't remember what the number is. I thought they were changing it to 7 because there was a lot of emphasis on 7 in the last season, but maybe they are still keeping it as 14 or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. We do get the idea, or we do understand now based on this episode, that her and Moiraine exchange letters. I'm assuming that they're coded. They're not just you know, whatever letters that anybody could open and see, or maybe they are, I don't know. They can't be protected by the one power because Moiraine doesn't have the one power, but I assume that they're like coded in some way. Don't know what exactly they are saying to each other because we didn't get the full letter when we were seeing the writing. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But it kind of doesn't matter because now Swan is in Cairhien at the same time as Moiraine. And interestingly, Moiraine is exiled from the tower, but it doesn't mean she can't go see Swan. Interesting. We'll have to see. Rand is met up with Matt, who's also in Cairhien. And Matt is just, he's so like being pulled back and forth. He thought he found a friend in Min, but she actually turned out to be working for Shamal, although he doesn't know all of that part of it, but he at least knows that she is working for somebody who's up to no good and lured him to Cairhien. She confesses that and confesses that she saw him in her vision killing Rand, and then now he's decided that he can't be with Rand, which is so, we had like a brief moment of him being so excited to be with Rand again and be around one of his friends, and then he immediately snatched that away from him. It's tough. It's tough. Same thing for Rand. He was just on the edge of being happy because his friends are with him, despite all of his, crazy dreams of him killing them, and snatched that away. We also, speaking of Rand, we also got him in Lanfear in his dream in Teleran Riyadh. And yeah, she's something else, huh? So she is, it's interesting. I do like that he didn't try and like seduce her or pretend like he was going to get one over on her. Like, he just kind of, I think he approached her, but he's being very honest about his feelings around her, which actually probably is helping to make it feel like it's genuine. He's not going to try and pretend like, "Ooh, I still love you." No, he's going to be confronting her like, "Hey, I can't believe you lied and tricked me, and you lied to me and tricked me, and like, what is your game? What is your deal, woman?" He did, it's tough. He did kind of let it be known that he's still kind of in love with Egwene. And she did not take it well. Like, I know she didn't do anything crazy, like, in that moment, but that look on her face, she was real upset that he brought up Egwene. Like, she brought up Egwene first. Like, the way she walked up and she was like, she went through the list of his friends, and then she went Egwene last, and you could tell that she was hella jealous. Yo. And then of course she says, "Oh, anything," and he chooses to see Egwene. And yeah, I'm really 100% sure that she obviously took him there in Teleran Riyadh, and of course this is the first hint that we see that Egwene saw them, not just in her dream like a regular dream, but she saw them. And I'm pretty sure this is like the first hint that we're getting that she's a dreamer, which is going to be real exciting. Her dreamer arc. There's a handful of dreamer arcs in the books, and they're real fun. I really like them. Let's just say that. And I don't know what Lanfear's game is though with Liandrin. Like, she liberates her from her attachment to her son by killing her son, which of course was the reason she swore her oath to the dark in the first place. So of course she can't take it back or anything. I mean, well, that's what Lanfear says. You can obviously take back, you can obviously change your mind on whether or not you genuinely serve the dark. I mean, you might still suffer the consequences because of your original swearing to the dark, but you can then decide to not do it anymore. It's not like, I mean, you might get captured or tortured or killed, or, they might lay compulsion on you, but you can always change your mind. But I don't think Liandrin is going to change her mind. That's not what I think is going to happen. But it's interesting to see. I wonder what Liandrin's going to be like now that she no longer has the tether of her affection for her son anymore, and keeping him alive and everything like that. That's no longer, I don't want to say a concern for her, but it's no longer something that she has to hold on to. So now what are we going to be seeing with like Liandrin unleashed, shall we say? I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with Liandrin's character. I wonder if she's going to have kind of the similar book trajectory that she has, or if they're going to shake things up. They're going to mix things up. I'm very curious. We also got... Yeah, so Yeah, I don't know what Lanfear is playing at though. I mean, obviously she's trying to take away Ishamael's, like, you know, people. Like, I mean, she's very clear about the fact that she's going to betray him, so that's not a surprise. But I'm very curious to know what she plans on doing. She's isolating Rand. She's making him not stay with Moiraine so that she can isolate him, and be the only influence on him. And that's the same thing that she's trying to do with Ishamael, probably isolate him from Ishamael's influence so that she can be the only one who, you know, he listens to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so she'd be the only one he listens to. Yeah, interesting. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what she's going to be doing with these pieces that she's put on the board, but I'm very curious to see. You know, I'm very excited to get into it with Lanfear. What else did we get this episode? I think that was kind of the bulk of things. I mean, we're in Cairhien, but I think we're going to end up in Falm, obviously. Everybody now knows that we need to go to Falm, so Perrin and Avienda are on their way there. I'm guessing next episode we're going to come in and they're going to actually be in Falm already. That's what I'm guessing. They very, very pointedly mentioned that obviously some of the Damane can sense or can see women who can channel, specifically that little blonde girl, a little blonde teenage girl. She definitely did, because she did it in a Tuin's Mill. She was pointing out who could channel. And now I'm curious if slight spoiler, I guess. No, it's not really a slight spoiler. Spoiler for the books here. I'm wondering if one of the Damane, if she is that little blonde girl, is going to recognize that Avienda can channel, and that's how they are going to introduce Avi as somebody. Maybe they'll have the Damane react to Avi so that we, the audience, can see that, oh yeah, she probably can channel, but maybe Avi still doesn't know. I know that there was, I know this is book talk, but I know that there was a lot of back and forth with Avi because she didn't want to become a wise one. She wanted to stay maiden of the spear. So she like resisted the idea that she could channel for a little while, even though it was kind of her duty, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because she just was very much against it. I think it's important for us to have Rand meet her while she's still a maiden, to get that experience, and then have her like finally, like probably the next season, decide that she's going to, or get found out as somebody who can channel, and then have to give up the spears and then go back home. I know that we're going to get what's their name? Chiad and Bane this season, because they were part of the casting, and they were like they were in some of the behind the scenes stuff, so I know that they're going to be in this season. So I'm guessing either next episode or the last episode we're going to meet up with the other Aiel. Yeah, and then get Avi being found out as somebody who could channel, maybe by the end of the season for sure, I think. Yeah, so anyway, so we have, enough of spoilers. Yeah, so we're quite primed to have everything kind of converge in fall. I think that whatever's going to happen in Cairhien next episode is going to end with maybe not everyone going to Falm. Obviously not. I don't think the Amberlin seed is going to go to Falm or anything, but I think that it's going to end with Rand, Moiraine, and Lan going to Falm, and then Min and Matt will probably go to Falm as well. Now, will Matt go back to Min now that he's decided he's not going to be with Rand? He knows about Falm as well. He knows that that's where Egwene is. So he's probably going to be like, all right, well, maybe I should go to Falm. I wonder if he's going to feel like because I didn't go and talk to her, she's now in this predicament. So he's going to feel like that time where he could have gone to see her. But then he ran away back to Min, who ended up betraying him, you know. I wonder if he's going to go to Falm because he feels like he failed Egwene. And that if he can't be with Rand, he can at least go and try and save Egwene. Maybe that'll be it. We'll have to see. I've talked enough about this. I've talked a lot about this episode. Great episode, had a blast. In as much as I could, seeing that it was like Egwene torture hour. But we are about to head into the final kind of stretch. The final arc, let's say. Next episode will be the penultimate. And then after that, the finale. I wonder, this episode was an hour and 9 minutes, so it's a bit of an extra long episode. I hope that the last 2 episodes will be longer as well. Fingers crossed that they gave them a little bit more screen time to get the story across. Yeah, it'll be quite the finish to the season, and then we're back on hiatus until whenever, you know, the studios decide to pay these workers, pay these writers and actors, and we can actually get season 3. Which has been greenlit, but we can finally get season 3 worked on and moving forward. So we'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and end it there. Feel free, let me know what you guys think about this episode. It was a really good one. It was a lot of like really heavy topics, heavy experiences happening for our characters. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all those things. You know, this is YouTube. You know what to do. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Or I will catch you guys in the next one. Sorry, that was the royal we I was using. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Whatever, all this ever, but you long gone, it don't matter.